see if I can get centered here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to D-Scraps E-Scraps. I am your hostess with the mostest, Scrappy Day. Okay. Just trying to make sure you guys have the best possible view of this. I don't actually know what this device does. It's obviously part of some type of a server. I think they call it a managed switch or some such thing. I've had 20 of them. They're fairly easy to take apart. I thought I'd show you what's in them. They're really super easy to scrap. Your best value probably is your metal. And BoardSort says that this is a low-grade peripheral board. That's what they told me. I guess they consider this junk. The only thing of any value apparently is this chip. These chips are pretty good, but there's not a lot as far as other chips. That was what they told me to put this in as, so that is what I will do. That's a gold banded crystal oscillator. Alright, well, I have a box of these just about ready to ship off, and I will do so very shortly. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Joshua. You'll get a nice piece of clean aluminum. This is actually painted aluminum, guys. You want to check with your yard and see if they're going to make you grade it differently, because it is painted. Some do, some don't. Clean just refers to the fact there's no steel on it. I could run a magnet over it, it won't stick. I love that sound. Sounds as good as the sound of money. You're gonna pull a small power supply off of it. I have a bucket with these in it. These are a very low grade power supply. There's really nothing on here to nip. There were a couple of copper MOSFETs here though. I think I've already taken them off. Yeah, I'll show you how to recover those. So we'll get 20 of those. We'll get 20 of these. We'll get 20 of these, give or take one or two, and let's get at it. Just to show you guys, I have started populating some of the server boards, power supplies, as best I can. This, even though it looks like it unscrews, it is bolted on this side. You might be able to twist that nut loose and recover the gold that's inside of here. You can just pull these pins. You really don't have to cut it if the weather's cruddy and you don't want to go outside. I did get some copper toroids here. I got a couple of really nice pieces of aluminum, and so I got a little more value for myself. I'll probably leave the transformer on. I was giving some thought to completely depopulating this and selling the board, but that sounds like more time than I want to invest. I've got grass that's got to be cut and a kitchen that's got to be painted and a million things to do. Alright, now don't dismiss these MOSFETs, guys. And it's not that I dismissed them, I found them really hard to do, but these MOSFETs were very easy to get, and I'll show you how to get those off too when I get to the power supply. So let's go. I put these in with my number 2 copper. Number 2. They've got some coating and they've got some paste, so they're really not bare bright. Again, my opinion. Now, this looks like it's got a lot to do, but actually this requires exactly 2 screws to come off, and it's done. I found a new scrapyard yesterday. Probably the most well-run scrapyard I have ever seen. They're one of the biggest metal management companies in the States. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Weather Dog. Thank you, Joshua, for the like. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I got that done yesterday. That felt really good. Morning, Ethan. You kidding me, guys? I'm already at 1.2K and I've only been on for 10 seconds? Wow. You guys are awesome. You guys ask a lot about where do you get e-scrap. Well, I did something the other day I've never done. I bid on one of those government surplus auctions, and I won. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to go pick up these darn computers. That's my next thing, and it's what I'm looking for. I don't scrap working items. I try to resell them, but they're old, which is actually good for the boards. They're old Cisco's. I should get some really good boards out of those. Fingers crossed. Trouble is, it's on a pallet and it's all wrapped up. Who knows what's been in there already? Anyway, that will be in the chapter in the Adventures of Scrappy D, eh? Alright, so I took off 2 screws. Voila. These were disappointing. There's really not a lot in them. The New Yard is paying $200 a gross ton for steel. But the Cisco servers, oh yeah, those are going to be great, Joshua. That should keep me in content for a bit. I really don't think they're going to ban TikTok. They're going to try. It was all over the news again this morning. You know. I also, by the way, guys, I do put these videos up on YouTube. There are people who are not on TikTok. And so you will find all of these videos on my YouTube channel at eScraps. Again, you know, they're I really do this for instructional purposes, so 1.5K. All right, guys, thank you. I hope I make good coffee conversation for your breakfast. I'm on the east coast of Connecticut, so you guys in California are 2 hours behind. Bear hunting. Good morning. So anyway, the New Yard was probably the most well-run place I have ever seen. It was a 20-minute drive. It wasn't too bad. They did pay very well. The place was huge. The biggest scrapyard I've ever seen in my life. You drive in, you go on the scale, you stop, you get weighed, you go into the yard, you dump your load, and you go out on another scale. Easy peasy. You go in and you get paid. They have warehouses for the non-ferrous, and you drive in with your non-ferrous load. They take care of it in all these separate warehouses. So, yeah, scrapyard problem is solved. They do buy electronics. Again, yesterday it was just my first trip out there to see if I was going to like the yard. As far as light iron is concerned, no worries there. They do buy electronics. They don't post their pricing, though, because it apparently changes very quickly because they are so busy. Good morning, Salvatore. Thank you for the gift. Hello, Mike. All right, so when I take these out, these are on a spring, and I really don't want to get a face full of just want to see if you guys can see that okay. Okay. These will fly everywhere. So what I do, getting smarter as I get older, guys, work smarter, not harder, is I'm going to clip these at the bottom because I can. Even that will fly at you, so make sure you cover it up. Otherwise you'll be stepping on little bits of plastic and that really hurts. See, these are on a spring, so of course they're going to fall. Voila. Ah, there's the sound of money. Ching ching. This is clean aluminum also. The plastic will fall right off. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Aluminum is priced very well. I think my buyer would prefer these brackets be taken off anyway. There's Snow Gold recovery in there. That's just nice clean aluminum. That board's ready to be sold. Okay. I might try and get that gold band crystal oscillator off. I might. Okay. I'm down to about 5 or 6. Yeah, so anyway, it was a government auction thing, and I'm really not too far from New York City. And, you know, So I think it's going to be a pretty good investment for me. I've got to go today and see about possibly renting a trailer that will that I can have put onto the truck. And I think what I'm going to have to do is actually make 2 trips. One to go assess the situation, to see how, I'm going to get these things out. I have a feeling that I'll wind up just taking the blades out of the rack, just sliding them out and putting them in the truck that way. I never expected to win that auction, but that was really awesome. You don't make money, guys, buying any scrap, though, unless you really know what you're doing, and this is a very large lot. I will do fine. I buy e-scrap occasionally, but I'll only buy like 1 piece of something so that I can show it to you guys for content. But I don't overspend. I only demolish things that don't work. I resell what I can. Thank you, Mike. I'm gonna just nip this little bit of wire off. It's not a lot, but everything adds up, right? So I've moved a lot of my e-scrap over to storage. Number 1, I don't want the mess. And number 2, I really don't want people coming into my yard and stealing my stuff. Had that happen last year. It was very disturbing. But what I've done is now everything is going into a tub, all sorted. Extruded aluminum, painted aluminum, clean aluminum, light iron, copper number 1, copper number 2, copper number 3. They're all in bins. When the bin gets filled, I'm going to put it in the back of my pickup truck and just take it to the scrapyard. It's going to really cut down on the clutter around the yard. I do have a lot I want to do outside. The weather's starting to get nice friendly. Yay! 3.1. Wow, guys. Gee, 3.1K. Oof. Well, I will work hard to make myself worthy of it. Now, these MOSFETs are easy to get. This is easy pickings. MOSFETs can be covered with plastic all the way up to here. And a couple of people have videos up on how to do that. I've got a whole bucket of these. See, if I can just get something under here, I can pull the copper away from the plastic. Sometimes they look like this. These legs are copper. That's for micro scrapping. Like for me, that's something I would hang out. If it was a nice day, I'd be in my lounge chair micro scrapping stuff. But I may as well get the, I just go out the low. Yes, spring cleanup. You got that right, Joshua. Spring cleanup indeed. What a winter it's been. So look, just like that. So I'm going to grab her here. Now I'm going to do this, but it's still mounted to the power board. Boom. Another one bites the dust, and another one's... Sorry. So that's ready to be sold, just as it is. I'm not going to do anything. I have a bin for these too. These are just going to go as low grade boards. Okay. You could try and get the copper off. It's very thin. Again, that's up to you guys. For me, no, I'll just sell that as low-grade board for between 20 and 40 cents, depending what the yard's paying. But yeah, they were paying twice as much for light iron as the other yard was, and it was very safe. But yeah, they were paying twice as much for light iron as the other yard was, and it was very safe. You pull in, you dump your stuff down in one side, out the other. Every other yard I've dealt with just has one scale, and there's one yard I was dealing with, good Lord, they had a line down the street. I mean, this was a little bit further for me to drive, but I'll do that all day, every day. I live at exit 32, and they're at exit 49, but out that way is the Olive Garden, which is one of my favorite restaurants, and they have a nice $10 lunch special, so I went to the scrapyard, I got paid, I took myself out to lunch, and started all over again. Alright, so that is done. I have a big plastic tub in the car now, and I throw these all into that because I don't want the screws and nails everywhere. Okay, I'll do one more. Spring cleanup is right. I actually was out raking yesterday. I go out and do just a little bit every day. It was of course, it's been very warm until February. So what happened is the grubs, the Japanese beetle larvae, are just rampant. Everybody's lawn is just totally chewed up, and the skunks like grubs. So they're doing a job on everybody's lawn. So I raked up all the thatch yesterday. A little more to do. I don't want to cut it too soon because that's not good for the bees. They need the pollen. But yeah, I'm going to have to do that this weekend. I'm going to have to treat the lawn and reseed. So I will be outside doing that. Good morning, Blanket Bum. That sounds like a good Florida kind of name. Okay, 1, 4 screws. What I've been doing because of shipping cost is I'm going to shipping like a UPS medium-sized box. That's about $25 to ship. If I go to the post office and use the postal service, it's a little bit cheaper, and it's trackable, and it's insured. And I've been putting all of the same kind of boards in one box. So in other words, all 20 of these boards will go together. Hey, thanks, Josh. Enjoy your coffee. Off to work, huh? We had quite the storm last night. Oh boy, lightning, thunder, everything. So, yeah, outside looks pretty bad right now. It's pretty thrashed. 4.3 right now. That's amazing, guys. Come on. Let me tell you, I am so humbled by this whole TikTok thing. Little me, hobby scrapper from Connecticut, been doing TikTok for what, a month, if that? Yeah, I can thank my family for that. They got me into TikTok. I was doing YouTube, and I was a little more structured, step-by-step instructions, which, by the way, I still do. Some people prefer that. But they got me onto live, and I have met so many really cool people. All right, so again, I've got the board out. I'm going to flip this over. See, these are on a spring, guys. They can really do a job on you. If they are attached to the board, be careful taking them off, because if you take the chip off, sometimes chips get stuck to these. But in this case, you've got the spring-loaded thing. It's not going to do that. Good morning, user 9217 and more. I like to do my live in the morning. It seems it seems to be a good time. People are up and about, getting ready for work, and whatever. It seems to work out all right. And I will repost it, guys. As long as everything comes out all right, yeah, we'll repost her. All right. So, got my aluminum. I have 20 pieces of this. I would say... I'd say 4 of these to make a pound, so I should wind up with 5 pounds of nice clean aluminum. Like I said, just this being a new yard, I'm going to try to make my first non-ferrous run there today. Definitely going to be my go-to yard for light iron. I mean, $100 a gross ton versus $200 a gross ton. Gee, guess where I'm going. But they are the biggest metal management company probably in the United States. I have to find out if they'll let me film or not. A lot of them don't, and it's because of insurance purposes. Something happens, even though they're vigilant. But if something is going on in their yard because somebody didn't listen to what the yard guy said, then they get in trouble. And that's why a lot of them don't allow filming. I don't want to get banned from the property. That wouldn't be fun. Okay, and I got the plastic off. There is no gold recovery here, guys. It's going to go in with clean aluminum. Nice clean aluminum. Good morning, Lex. Good morning, Patrick. Yes, I'm feeling so much better than I was yesterday. your local tea and honey idea was a great idea. And yeah, so live auctions, guys, for and they're not live. I was on Whatnot last night till I don't know what time I was watching. Treasure Hunting with Jeebus had a live auction going. It was really he had gotten a really cool walker. Anyway, I digress. And we had one of my neighbors had a car fire the other day, and it just spewed this ash debris everywhere, and the smell, ugh, it was terrible. So I was outside working, and I got sick. I got sick from whatever it was, and yeah. So my videos this weekend were not good. I couldn't get the phone to work right. I was knocking things over. So I didn't get my Sunday morning live done, I don't think. But we are back. I feel much better today. I am ready to take on the world. I'm going to finish painting my kitchen today. I'll show you guys when I'm all done. I just gave the house a little bit of a refresh. I'm not really planning on doing too much to it. It's, we took pretty good care of it. It's, just gotta, a light refresh, especially the kitchen. It gets so darn greasy in there. Okay, look. Here's our MOSFETs. Don't throw those away, huh? Boom. And boom. I think, I know Patrick William has a video up on breaking down the MOSFETs. Who had the other one? Scrap It All. He had a video on breaking down MOSFETs as well. So copper hit $5 a pound a couple of days ago, guys. $5 a pound for Bear Bright. I am holding as much of this as I can. I'm holding aluminum and I'm holding copper. You know what? It's like money in the bank. If I need it, I'll just go get the bin and go cash it in. Especially with the American stock market, it's nice. So, Lex, in case you missed the first part of the video. I actually went online to, Government Deals or some such thing. It's one of those large auction sites. It's a surplus place. Colleges use them, hospitals use them. New York City. It's assets auction. You can go auction your assets off. And I gotta go there. Boom. That is done. All right. I have a surprise for you this morning. No, it's not the apples. Those I have to really prepare to do. I don't want to look like an idiot on camera. So anyway, I don't live far from New York City. And I saw, these auctions, I think it's called Government Deals or some such thing. And, yeah. So I actually won an auction from them. The equipment was very defunct and very broken. I got it cheap. I don't care because I want to scrap. All right. Look at this. So this was out in the rain. I picked it up on the curb. It got roached. It got soaked. It will not work. I don't think it's all here anyway, but neither am I. This is a Gateway 2000. When you find these metally beigey computers, actually I think that might even, some of them are, when you find these beige colored old computers, oh boy, stop and pick them up. Stop and pick them up. So this is a Gateway 2000. I remember these from my first year in college. I'm not going to tell you what year that was because it reminds me just how old I actually am. Where am I from? I am from Stratford, Connecticut in the United States. It is the East Coast. Roached, yeah. Roached, trashed, destroyed. I don't know. I don't know where I even came up with the term roached from. I use it a lot. I have not taken one of these apart in a long time, and I may find there's nothing in it. I did see the motherboard. And that's what I'm going after. These old computers, if they're not working, yeah, scrap them. There's a lot of good stuff in it. Again, this got wet. It will not work. And I will not sell something that doesn't work. There are also some really, really great vintage computer sites. Good old Facebook. Yeah. This is, I can't wait to get my mitts on it. Hello, Manny P. Sound Irish or English? My grandmother was Irish. Very Irish. My great-grandmother came here from Ireland. And it kind of rubbed off a bit. I get that a lot. Part of it is, part of it was just my mother had a very, even though she was American, but she had a very, very cultured, very refined accent, and I picked up a lot of it from her, I think. Matter of fact, we did a genealogy not too far ago. One of my cousins has been working on the genealogy. We have Brady's, we have Farrells, we have Durgans. We think that possibly one of the names, Durkin, was misspelled coming through Ellis Island, and it was Durgin, like Durgan Park. And but when they came through Ellis Island, his brogue was so thick they recorded it as Durkin. But anyway. Wow. Well, I have been scrapping for, 3 years? I started when COVID hit. I just got to get this out of my way a minute. And I started with COVID. When COVID hit, oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh my. Wow. Come on. Ooh, that's a good piece of steel. Look at that. Drum roll, please. Holy Christmas. Wow. Huh. Wow. That isn't it. That should be there should be a ceramic chip. These are all going to be gold bearing. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, this is pretty dry in here. If I knew this was dry and working, this is a board I would sell. I am not going to scrap this board just yet. I think I'm going to take it to a computer store and see if they can test it for me. This is a backplane board. Things plug into here, slots. This is older. Wow. Warranty void if removed. Wow, 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 wow. Now that's a board. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Even though I'm pretty sure it is destroyed and it is not working, I think I'll save this and have it evaluated to see if somebody might want it for parts. There are people who, can get these things off, and this is removable. I think this might be the battery. Yeah, I'm going to get it out of here because, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to go to one of the vintage computer groups and see if somebody might want it, with the understanding that I consider it roached. And I will not guarantee anything about it, but if they would like to buy it for parts. The parts are getting harder and harder to get, guys. I've got a couple of really old Macs downstairs as well. And there's just a lot of things I just haven't gotten around to scrapping yet. There are some boards that I saved. Those Cisco servers we did a couple of weeks ago, my first big scrap-a-thon. Yeah, I saved a bunch of those. Off this, I won't, I can't really answer that because I don't do gold refining. I get the pins. I put things aside that I think potentially have a lot of gold to them, and I will try and find a refiner. There's a screw over here that I'm not quite sure how to get at. Now this is a speaker. I think I have to take this piece off. There's a screw right over here. I think if I take this apart, I can get at that screw, huh? Good morning, anybody I missed, I apologize. I want to wish you a happy Tuesday. And, let's see. Aha! I'm getting smarter as I get older, guys. Anyway. That is quite the board. So yeah, I will put this up for consideration on the Vintage Computer Boards site and see if somebody might actually need this. They're just going to loosen these hex nuts. Have to be loosened off. And I think I'll do that because I'm going to take a look at the back of the board while I've got all of you on site. 5.3, guys. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will try to keep up the good work, as they say, huh? Yeah, like I said, I was very uncomfortable all week because I was so sick because of the smoke and everything else. But today, I am ready to take on the world. And I didn't even get to church Sunday. That's how sick I was. I was more afraid I'd make somebody else sick, so I stayed home. I had to find the right size screw. VGA, parallel, keyboard, mouse, con A, con B. Jeez. That's too big. I knew it was. So this will be the last thing I take apart this morning, guys. Up and coming, I am working on that Apple Scrapathon I've been talking about for you guys. But to do that, I've got to have the right tools on hand, and that's probably one of those things I'm going to need to practice first because I don't want to make an idiot out of myself on the live stream. I do that enough, thank you very much. Yeah. All right, so I'll have to get these off with the needle nose pliers. I don't have the proper tool for the job. These are all gold pins, guys. Thank you, everybody, for the gifts. My TikTok gifts that I've been getting. I certainly appreciate it. They are going into upgrading the camera equipment, and I'm also going to upgrade the. I'm going to upgrade my internet and some other things. I have some things going on for my music school too. Now that I've got this channel pretty well established, I'm going to do some things with children's songs and some activities that parents can do over the summer with their little ones. That'll be fun. I'm a music teacher by profession. Turned scrapper. Yeah, no, I started doing this when COVID hit. I went from having 350 students to less than 100. And we never got back after that. We never did. We never did. I do have a rental and repair business, and that does okay. But I've got 2 more years left on my lease, and then I will be probably retiring, although the rental business does very well, so I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when I get there. There we go. So scrapping saved my business. I'll let you know in a minute. Retro, I gotta flip it over and look at the back, but I gotta get these stupid screws off, and I didn't have the right drill bit to do that. Thank you for the like, appreciate that. 5.7. Gosh, guys, it's amazing. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're recording your lives, keep them under an hour, because otherwise you cannot repost them. And I think reposting the live is really important. Yeah, so I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, I have a notebook, and I have an all-in-one, all Apples. They take the tiniest darn Torx screws you've ever seen. And, you know, like I said, I want to make sure that I've got a good handle on getting those apart. The all-in-one was really disappointing. I've done a few of them. There's really... some of them, I shouldn't say that. Some of the first couple I did, the older ones got a lot of stuff in them. But, that's on tap. I'll give you guys plenty of heads up when I do that. I get at least 5 questions a day as to if I'm doing my Mechathon. Mechathon. Alright, let's see what's on the back to see if I can get an answer to what kind of board it is. This is out of a Gateway, guys. Gateway 2000. Not a lot on the back. But again, I would bet this board is what, probably 20 or 30 years old. And there it is. Yes, it is. There you go, Retro. I'm afraid to even touch this. I really am. That is, I really am afraid to pull the chip out in case. I'm not going to, because if somebody decides they want this board, I don't want to take a chance on damaging this. It'll be a gold-edged ceramic chip. Gold pins. Sure is. Well... so yeah, I'll keep you posted on this. I definitely will put it up on the vintage site. It actually doesn't look bad. It really doesn't. But I would definitely make sure to try and sell it to somebody who can test it before they... and I certainly would take a return on it if it doesn't work. Gateway 2000. These are tantalum capacitors. These are flat packs. These are Dallas chips, I think. Some of these could be gold filled because of the age of this computer. And again, right now, I'm just going to leave it be. And I'm going to post it on the vintage site to see what people think and if somebody can use it. Yeah, that's really cool. Well, I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me this morning. It's getting to be second cup of coffee and bagel time for this girl. Thanks again for all the support. You guys are just amazing. This was just a special treat. Like I said, I found it yesterday at the side of the road, so I have no idea what kind of condition it's in. Wow. They don't make them like they used to. If I was going to just sell this board as is, it would be a high-grade telecom board. Obviously, I'm not going to sell it. These are pretty rare. That is an Intel i486DX. Intel 1989. Wow. Alright, I will keep you posted. This could be a lot of fun. And that's the backplane board I got out of it. You can see how much better these are for gold recovery and so on and so forth. But I am going to keep those aside and see if somebody on the vintage computer page could use them. Well, I would like to wish you a safe, blessed, and wonderful day. May God Almighty bless each and every one of you. Thank you for your time. Thanks for hanging out with me. I just ask God that my nephews get home safely from Italy. And I just want to keep a special thought for my friend Peter. He lost his fur baby last night. and that was sad. But may your day be joyous, blessed, and beautiful. Mwah. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll get this posted for you. Hi, Mr. Long. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. If anybody's interested in that board, by the way, you can reach me through my website, thecomputerscrapper.com, and we'll get you hooked up.